Hey guys, welcome back. Today I've got this look for you all. Let's do this. Alright, so I am starting by putting my hair away from my face and then priming my face to start with. I always like to prime my face no matter what kind of look I do. Always bring it down to your neck. And for the areas where I have enlarged pores, I am using this primer just around my nose, sometimes around my mouth a little bit as well. Pat it down with your fingers, my fingers. Then wait for 5 to 10 minutes just so that the primer gets well synced onto the skin. For the foundation, I'm using a concoction of these two. And I will definitely mix in something luminizing like this, then start applying. And then I forgot something. I forgot to color correct actually, so here I'm just wiping off the foundation off my face and then color correct where it's required. For me it's like my birthmark under my eyes, and then blending it with my damp beauty blender. And then starting by dotting the foundation onto my face and blending it again with my damp sponge. I think this is hands down my favorite way of applying foundation. To fill in my brows, I'm using this brow pomade and a angled brush. Yes, so here I'm filling in my brows with it. So with the pomade I like to give it a bit structure. Now to set that, I am using this brow powder. So whenever I want a very structured brows, I follow this routine. Otherwise, on a daily basis, I don't do so many steps. I'll just maybe fill in it with a brow pencil. Now setting onto the brows. Oh no, first I'm highlighting my brows using this pencil and cleaning up the area so that it looks nice and crisp. I mean the brow shape. Just around the brows, drawing lines like this and blending it with a brush. You can use your fingers as well. Then setting onto the brows, I'm using this brow gel to set my brows because they are quite unruly. Now onto the eyes. I always start with priming my eyes, so here I'm using this primer and applying it on my bare lid like so. And then to set that primer, I'm using this powder. You can use any translucent powder, that would do. For eyeshadows, I'm using this Sephora Pro palette and starting by highlighting underneath my brow bone using this shade. Doing voiceovers are really difficult, guys. Alright, so for my crease, I am using a mixture of these two shades, and on a big fluffy brush, I am taking those two colors and building up my crease until I'm happy with it. And for all over the lid, I'm using this shade from MAC. Only if I could open it. Come on, open. Oh, okay. So here is the shade. It's like a mixture of gold and black, and this color is so beautiful, guys. So I'm just packing in the color on my lid by patting motion, and also giving it a shape, like what kind of shape I want my smoky eye to look like. I'm continuing doing that until I'm happy with it. Here we are not blending, we'll do it later. We're just packing on the pigment now. Then coming back with that same big fluffy brush and just blending the edges so that there is no harsh line. A good smoky eye is all about blending and layering shades. So take your time blending so that it looks nice and smooth. Now taking this eye pencil and lining my waterline and tide line as well. Guys, I can't talk. And then just messily applying that liner on the outer corner of my lower lash line, and also on my upper lash line, just on the outer corner. And I'm applying it quite messily because I will be blending it in a while with these two shades right here on a pencil brush. And smoke out those lines. I personally quite like a heavy lower lash line. If you don't like it as heavy lower lash line, don't do it. But for my eye shape, it works well. So here I'm just blending it out and thickening it as well, and winging it a little bit with that same brush. Then coming back with a slightly fluffier brush, but not as fluffy as the bigger one, and then blending those two shades with the lid color and defining the outer corner a little bit more. And to blend those black eyeshadows onto the crease and to warm it up a little bit more, I'm using these two shades and blending those edges on the crease and warming it up a little bit more. Smoke out the lower lash line as well. I don't know why did I do this before I apply my concealer. My bad, guys, my bad. Just blend it all well. And then this happened. Okay guys, so I thought I would quickly pop on my false lashes off camera, and then I tried these lashes today for the first time, the Huda Beauty lashes in the style Farah number 12. These lashes, they're beautiful. Hands down, they're really, really beautiful. But the lash band was so thick, and it was, I mean, obviously it's a triple stacked lash, so the lash band will be thick. But it was so difficult to put on. I was like, oh my goodness. So that's what it is. I just wanted to put it out there. So all I've done is I've just popped on my lashes, popped on my under eye concealer. Now we should finish off the lashes and eyes with you all. Let's go back to the voiceover again now. Okay, as I struggled a heck lot to pop on the false lashes, I lost a bit of pigmentation on my lower lash line and on my upper lash line as well. So here I'm doing it, just finishing touches. Apply a little bit more eyeshadows where I think I need it, and Of course, after you pop on your lashes, you can see finally how your eyes are gonna look like, so that you know where to add more or less colors. That's what I'm doing here. Here I'm highlighting my inner corner with a highlighter. But I wanted a little bit more to the eyes. I couldn't find the proper word. So I decided to add a glitter liner just on top of that highlighter. Here I'm using this Urban Decay glitter liners. They are amazing. If you love glitters, they're so easy to use. You must get your hands on these. Now to finish off the eyes, I am popping on some mascara on my top and bottom lash line. To contour, I'm using this NYX contour wand and applying it wherever I want to create some shadows on my face. Nothing new here, guys. And blend it with the stippling brush, and I will come back with a beauty blender later on so that there is no harsh edges and it blended in well like this. Beauty blender is a lifesaver, guys. So now to set the whole face, I'm using this powder by patting motion. Never rub, always pat, pat, pat. To set the contour, I'm using this bronzer from Bahama Mama on a stippling brush and go over the perimeters of my face. And to add a little bit of more glow onto the contour shade, I am using this glowy bronzer that's from Hourglass. I love these bronzers, they are beautiful. For highlight, this is one of my favorite highlighters, Champagne Pop. And of course, I'm going to down and highlight my cheeks, top of my nose, on my cupid's bow. If you do not want as glowy face, you don't have to do this, or you can tone it down by dabbing a damp sponge on top of it, which I will also do in a bit, but I love my highlight to pop. And a little bit above your brows as well, basically where the lights will catch. So just for blush, I'm using this one. I didn't want a very bright bold blush as the eyes were quite dramatic, but I wanted to add a little bit of glow onto the skin. To finish off the lips, I am lining my lips with a nude brown lip pencil and filling it in first. That's what I always do. I always fill in my lips with a lip pencil first so that the lip color stays on longer. And on top of it, I'm going with this lipstick. This is hands down my favorite nude. It's from Kat Von D. And then to seal the whole face in place, using a facial mist from Urban Decay, it's the all-nighter, and drenching my whole face with it. And then come back with my beauty blender and just push that onto the skin. And I can bet your makeup will last all night long. So here's the finished look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you liked, please comment below, and subscribe. Bye. Until next time. Love you.